Everyone good in the back? Gonna hang out a little longer. Stretch this out as long as I can. I'm turning it down. Mic check. Check 1, 2. Check, check. Mic check 1, 2. Everyone good? I'm gonna go sit down if that's fine. Yeah. Can you close that window behind you? I know, I'm sorry, Austin. I could have asked you. I was gonna say, I know last time was reading the clock, getting to a goal. So just a good day overall. Good day for well, they're going to play this rebuilding year anyway, so. Especially if they go 66. Oh yeah, easy game.
Yeah.
Coach, I'll let you open up with a comment, or we can go right to questions.
No, again, another great crowd. We wanted to start fast in this game and really build on the energy in the entire stadium. I felt like we did that, and we kept continuing to play the whole game, and we wanted to make sure that we put on a good show for everybody who came today. And so I really appreciate the crowd. They were great, and it was good to get out to a fast start and feel their energy early in the game.
All right, over here to the right, Tim May, Letterman Row.
Thanks, Jerry. 683 total yards to 99. That's about as thorough as it gets. Ryan, in a little quick follow, Quinshon Judkins, when he got in there, what did he give you?
Yeah, you could see it. Strong running, home run hitting ability. I thought he and Trey both ran well today. And we even had the one that got called back on Quinshon. So, I feel like we had a good mix in the game today. A lot of guys touched the ball. It was, again, I thought Chip called a good game, a mix of run and pass. There was some good ball out of hand stuff. There was a couple of shots down the field. But to me, it goes back to our week of practice. We practice strong and physical and have good intent. And, we had a good Tuesday, had a really good Wednesday. And so, I felt like we were about to kind of come into a game where we were going to dominate like this. I did. I just kind of had that feeling going into the game. And but it came down to the players playing really hard. So we'll watch the film and try to identify where that effort was. But it seemed like a lot of guys were into it. And like I said, I really appreciated the fact that we continued to play the whole second half and guys kept getting in there and the depth. And, we need that as we move forward.
Over to the left, Rob All or Columbus Dispatch.
Yeah, Ryan, what gave you the feeling that you were going to start fast? And did you do anything consciously to let it rip and open it up maybe different than you have done?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was just the way we practiced this week. It was a good energy at practice. And, when you're going against each other, good on good, and the attention to detail was good. Even we do scouts, we go ones on twos, we go good on good. All of them were sharp. Not that the execution was perfect. It wasn't, but there was an energy about it. And we just got to keep building on that because we say it all the time. The Navy SEALs say you're going to sink to the level of your training. And, I knew, going into this game that if we just played like we practiced during the week, that, it was going to be a good night for us.
Test your depth and build depth out of a game like this.
Extremely important. We know that that's going to be huge. And, great example of that. It was like, and I felt awful for Denzel that he was out, but what a great teaching example that something like that can happen. Jermaine Matthew, you got to go in the game right now. It's like, whoa. So, Donovan was available for the game. If it was an emergency situation, we were going to put him in the game. He wanted to go in the worst way. We just, our sports medicine, crowd really wanted to, hold him if possible. So we're going to give him one more week and then he'll be ready to go. He could have played in this game, but Austin Saraville had to go in the game. So that was real. So all those things are going to happen. And it's good to see Cody back out there, but building depth is critical.
Okay, folks, Lantern folks, if I could get you guys to clear that table, I'm going to put Sonny Styles over there, and I'm going to put Jack Sawyer at the very at the very back. Sorry about that, man. All right, we're going to the right here. Bill Rabinowitz, Columbus Dispatch.
Brian, over here. Last week you won 52-6, but there was a lot to clean up. No game is perfect. I'm sure you'll find some stuff, but it'd be pretty hard to nitpick too much with this one. You're going into an off week. How are you going to approach this? Because this was probably as dominating performance as you could have hoped for.
Well, next week is an improvement week. So, we have our bye week, after the Oregon game as you look on the schedule. So we're going to go to work. We'll be back at it tomorrow. We'll have a Tuesday, a Wednesday, a Thursday. We won't go on Friday or Saturday, but it'll be a normal week. We only feel like we're 3 weeks into the season, so we feel like we got a lot to improve on. But trust me, there's a lot on the film that we got to get better at. Every week we got to improve, but at the end of the day, it's about going really, really hard and playing with great passion and great energy and great intensity. And just, the sideline was on fire tonight. You could feel all that. That to me is where we got to keep building, because when you can apply that kind of pressure on your opponent, then, that, it's in all three phases. I felt like we had a chance in a couple of the returns. They did a good job with the hang time. We went after a couple punts, didn't get home. So we want to continue to apply pressure there in the special teams, but that's what we're after, applying pressure in all three phases.
Over to the left, Cameron Teague Robinson, The Athletic.
Ryan, the offensive line kind of got off to a slow start last week, but they seem to have a really good game from start to finish this week. What did you see that worked well for them that maybe they improved on from a week ago?
I think they got into a rhythm as a group, and I thought, again, they had a good week of practice, but they kind of settled down in this game, I felt like. And, if there was a mistake made, it was full speed, and we'll get on the film and try to figure out where that is. There's bigger challenges ahead, and so all those little things are going to show up now on film, and that's a big part of this job. And, going in, to year 6 and being here for now 8 years, I understand what that means. Like, you have to identify and cut off the issues that are there, even though they may not show up in a game here. But we're well aware of it, and we're going to identify them and get them addressed tomorrow.
Over to the right here, Stephen Means, Cleveland.com.
Ryan, that decision to go for it on 4th down, given where the score was at that point, how much of that is just about tone and mindset for how you guys want to attack things this year versus also just trying to get a look in a game like this?
We were just trying to get more plays. There's a lot of guys on our team that deserve plays and deserve reps, and it was close enough that we felt like it was one of those ones we were just going to go for, and we wanted to continue to get these guys these reps, and it's not always an easy situation when you're up by that kind of score, but we totally respect our opponents and respect coach and the whole team at Western Michigan, but we also need to get these guys plays because it's so important down the road. So we try to be respectful. There's no question about that, but we also have to let our guys learn and make mistakes, because as we know down the road, we're going to need these guys in a game, and the only way to figure it out is to get them in the game. So we wanted to get the guys the reps. We said that we were going to do that this year. It's not always easy to do because, you want to, again, respect your opponent, but I got a lot of respect for them. I thought that they played excellent the week before, so they had our guys' attention. I think that was a big part of this thing. And, now they go back-to-back Big Ten games. I know that's not easy to do. Sure, that's not easy for us to do or anybody else. So, I think they're very sound. I think they're going to have a good season. I felt like, our guys played well tonight.
Okay, over to the left, Joey Kaufman, Columbus Dispatch.
Ryan, what did you think of Will's performance tonight? He started really sharp, had the rushing touchdown as well in the red zone. First time your starting quarterbacks run for a score in a while. Just overall, what did you think of his
I think he started 10 for 10 and had the rushing touchdown. And there's going to be things, though, that, we see that, we have the shot to Jelani there, maybe throw it better, catch it better. There's a couple of things in there. I'm always going to be super critical of the quarterbacks, but Will's got good demeanor. You can see the effect he can have in the pass game. You can see the effect that he can have, with his feet. I thought he threw some nice play action passes tonight, a couple from under center. And when, to see like Jeremiah catch that pass and run, you see the one that Carnell had last week, catch and run. Those balls are all on time and they're on the money. And those guys, are tremendously talented and do a good job with run after the catch. But a big part of run after catch is timing and location of throws and accuracy. And so, he deserves credit on that. I think he did a good job out of the pocket on a couple of the play action passes that were well designed. So, again, a good day for Will. And my favorite part of the whole day was we missed the blitz on a play action pass. A guy came free. he voided the sack and then threw the ball away. To me, that was a big play. And those are the things that are going to matter in some of these closer games.
Okay, we're going to have 2 more questions for Coach over here to the right. Spencer Holbrook, Letterman Row.
Ryan, it's 5 years to the day since your last shutout. Is that too long between those? And then what does it do for a defense, a roster, a team to shut an opponent out? I don't know if it's mental thing or just to see it and see that you can do it. Like, what does that do for you guys moving forward?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess what 6 points last week and didn't allow them in the end zone. And all I could hear the defensive guys talk about at halftime was shutout. And so, yeah, there's a mindset there. And, you know, and our guys are competitive. I think you can see that even to the end, they're competing. And that's a good sign. I've said that all summer and you can feel it on the field. So, yeah, I mean, it's something these guys have pride in. And, you know, to know you shut somebody out is a good day. Now we're going to put this behind us, grow from it, learn from it. But overall, you know, our guys, you know, we're proud of that. You know, they're proud of the fact that they only held them to 99 yards and 0 points. That's a big deal.
And last question for Coach Day, Dylan Davis, Delaware Gazette.
Ryan, I asked you on Tuesday if you were close to putting a third quarterback in last week and if you felt good about a third quarterback. I guess what did Julian show you? Did you know on Tuesday that he would be your guy if you got that opportunity? Or I guess what did he show you this week to put him out there?
Yeah, I thought Devin did a nice job on that first drive that he went in there, hit a nice, you know, play action pass, did a couple nice things, threw an over route to Bryson Rogers, which was well done, made a couple nice checks in a run game. So I thought that was good. And then he got a couple drives and felt like we wanted to get Jules in there and Lincoln as well. So, you know, those guys are working and they deserve an opportunity to play in those type of situations. So, you know, the more we can do that, the better. Would love to get them more and more reps, but when you have that many quarterbacks, it's hard to do. So, but again, I think this team overall is unselfish, you know, and I think that everyone's cheering for each other. They're pulling for each other. And, you know, the ball got spread around today overall, and that was good.
Great. Coach, thank you very much. Folks, we're going to bring Quinshon Judkins up to the main podium, and we also have Cody Simon in the back as well. We will open up the floor for Quinshon. Over to the left, Rob Aller, Columbus Dispatch.
Quinshon, is this pretty much a lot of firepower on this offense? Are you amazed by it at all the pieces and all the weapons?
I would say, you know, just the way that each and every one of those guys prepare for, you know, from the start since I've been here, just to see the talent that we have coming in and just the way that they worked hard. It doesn't really surprise me on Saturdays when they go out and perform because I see it every single day during practice.
Over here to the right, Bill Rabinowitz, Columbus Dispatch.
You did fine, but, you know, the first 3 carries, I know you got stuffed. Probably wasn't the breakout game you hoped for today. Obviously was. How special was it, and how disappointed were you when that 80-yarder was called back?
You know, definitely I feel like today was, you see the O-line that we played together as a whole, and not even just those guys, but the team as a whole. And we came out and performed as a team, and everybody came together. So we beat them pretty bad. Oh, about the 80-yarder. I mean, you know, I believe in my teammates, so it's not.
Back over to the right here, Quinshon, Tim May, Letterman Row.
Right here?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Quinshon, was that like a false start on a 100-yard dash? You just got to go back and do it again? What did that feel like?
Yeah, that was the mindset. You know, it gets taken back, just go back and have to do it again.
Yeah.
So.
You seem to be running. I mean, I'm not discounting what you did last week and stuff, but there seemed to be even more of a gusto to your running tonight. Did you feel more confidence in what was in front of you, how your line was blocking, et cetera? What was that take?
I would say, you know, just the same routine that I have going into each and every week with, you know, my preparation and the tools that our coaches give us as far as when we game plan on these teams and, you know, looking at every team and the way that we prepare the same. So nothing different.
When you get to the edge and plant your foot, you just seem like a different guy. What does it feel like out there?
You know, it's just like you practice those things. So in the game, I don't think it's nothing different.
Over to the left, Cameron Teague Robinson, The Athletic.
Quinshon, obviously you had a good day. Trey had a good day. You see, even going down the line to see James have a good day. Sam gets in and gets some good work. Just this, what is it about this running back room that allows you guys to shine when the ball gets in your hand?
Yeah, I think just the way that we all believe in each other. You know, we know everybody in the room is special. We know everyone in the room is talented, and get to see everyone in the room work hard each and every day and teach each other different things about our game that we think others can learn. And, you know, and it comes with experience, especially for the younger guys, but just the way that we mesh together and go out on the field and execute, I think it's pretty special.
Over to the right here, Stefan Kreisnik, Cleveland.com.
Quinshon, we could see, if you score and you come to the sideline, or when Travion scores and comes to the sideline, you guys are always among the first to kind of greet each other. What's kind of that relationship been like? How's that kind of grown? And, why is it that you feel like you both kind of are each other's biggest cheerleaders in those moments?
Yeah, I think just the relationship that we have off the field and the time, so much when you spend so much time with someone and the effort that we put into each day as far as practice and the preparation and just the moments that we have together, and we cherish those moments. And, we realize how special this is and how special this team is. So just to congratulate him on his touchdowns, his runs, and tell him, critique him, and he can critique me on certain things, and just continue to get each other better. I think that's what it's really about.
All right, folks, we're going to take a couple more for Quinshon, but first I'm going to put Seth McLaughlin at the very back on the left. So, Seth, if you want to just go right up there and then make a left turn, there'll be a table waiting for you. Over here to the left, Andy Anders, 11 Warriors.
Quinshon, just what did you see from your offensive line today? Felt like there was a lot of good blocking in front of you, a lot of holes for you and Travion to run through.
Yeah, I think, last week was the first game of the season. Like I said, a lot of people, you go and game plan on certain things, and you look at the film and you come out and you see how you can get better for the next week. So definitely happy as a whole, as the whole team. We all played well. There's still things that we can improve on, but overall we played really good today.
All right. Quinshon, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Folks, if we could wrap up with Cody, and then we're going to take some questions at the front for Will Howard. We'll start it off over here to the right with Austin Ward, the podcast. Yep.
What's up, guys? Hey, Will. Just from the outside, Will, right over here.
Oh, what's up, Austin? Sorry.
No worries. It
Thank you,
felt like just us watching that maybe there was, more options at your disposal if the playbook was a little bit more open than week 1 to week 2. Like, is that just the slow buildup of an offense and being able to do more things as the week goes on, the year goes on?
I think, every week's different, and, our game plan going into this game was definitely different than last week. And I think, the same could be said about, whoever we play next, Marshall. I think, I don't think necessarily that we did anything different or anything new or tried to like open anything up. I think we still had probably just as much in the first game. It really also is just, how the game's going. And, sometimes some of the more exotic stuff's working. This game, we ran the ball really well, and, we were able to establish a really good run game, and that was great. But yeah, I think part of it, we're evolving every week, and we're taking the things that work and the things that don't, and learning from it, whatnot. But yeah, I think we did a good job evolving, and I think just overall we just played cleaner, to start the game.
Over to the left, Rob Aller, Columbus Dispatch.
Is there a limit to evolution, how good this offense can be? I mean, I'm not sure there is, but I'm sure you'll find something.
I truly don't think there is. I think we played well tonight, but the thing is, there's still some plays that we left out there. Still some plays that some meat we left on the bone. And I think that's the exciting thing about this team is that we have so much talent and so many guys that are doing so many good things. But we still can build on it and grow and become a better team. And I think that's the exciting thing is that we're never satisfied.
And what hurts more, the missed throw or the made throw? I mean, in terms of like, what do you remember coming out of a game like this?
Oh yeah, the missed throw, 100%. Like that throw I underthrew to Jeremiah, that's gonna like really hurt me for a little bit. But I mean, I think I played a pretty clean game for the most part. But yeah, like coming out of a game like that, like those are the ones that sting and burn and that I remember and that I don't want to let happen again.
Over to the right, Dylan Davis, Delaware Gazette.
On Tuesday, you said that last week almost felt like an away game because of the newness of everything and doing everything for the first time. How more comfortable did you feel today on game day? And I guess how did you feel that materialize on the field?
So much more comfortable. Like I just felt settled into the routine of everything. The routine was set, and I knew what it was. I didn't feel surprised by anything. And I think the same could be said about a lot of us. Last week being new guys, quote unquote, even Coach Kelly, like there's some new coaches, everyone's kind of figuring, finding their way and finding their feet. But this week was a lot better because we got the same routine and it's great to get into a routine and know, I'm a big routine person, whether it's day to day or on a game day or whatever. Like I just like to have a routine. And when you can settle into that routine and know what to expect, what's coming. Like it just settles your mind down a little bit, and you don't have as many like jitters. And I think you saw that today.
Second row left, Jeff Gilbert, Press Pros.
What was it like getting to throw the ball the first 4 plays of the game, and what did that drive do for you guys? I mean, you just kept going and never slowed down. What was the impact of that drive?
I think it was good. I like to get early completions and easy completions, and I think we did a good job of getting me a couple of just easy completions, and just letting the guys just facilitate and getting the ball out of my hand. I think the first one I probably could have just gave to Trey and let him run, but it's all good. And I think we started off really fast, got some good plays, and we're able to move the ball down the field well.
Over to the right, Stephen Means, Cleveland.com.
Well, I don't know how many completions you've ever had to start a game off like that, but you hit your first 10 as a quarterback. When you get into a rhythm like that early, like how are you feeling out there? Are you in it? Do you feel like you can kind of not hit anything at that point?
You feel like you're in the zone, especially when you get a couple of easy completions early. It just it settles you down, and you just feel like you're settled in. It doesn't feel like, you're guessing or anything. It just, for me, I just get into a rhythm, and once I make a couple throws, couple completions, it just everything kind of matriculates and just, it feels good.
Over to the right here, Andy Backstrom, Letterman Row.
Yeah, Will, you had your first rushing touchdown today. How did that feel, first of all? And then I think that was out of a heavy set, a lot of heavy sets today. Do you like that? 3 tight ends, 4 tight ends?
I love it, man. I love it. I love getting in that heavy stuff and running the ball, and especially because that usually means we're in either short yardage or in the red zone. And we were in that a lot today, which is great. And we made some good plays, but I always say, it's great to throw a touchdown. It feels awesome. It's a great feeling, but there's nothing quite like running a touchdown in and feeling the crowd and celebrating with your teammates in the end zone. Like there's no feeling like that. And it was pretty awesome.
Over to the right, Joey Kaufman, Columbus Dispatch.
Will, coach, they mentioned that he thought your timing was better with some of the guys this week, like Jeremiah, and that sets when your timing's better, it helps set up some of those bigger plays. What do you think maybe contributed to that and just the overall time with you guys?
I think we were just settled in from the start. And I think the way that we started kind of helped us get into a rhythm faster. And I think, when I'm on time, when my feet are moving, even a couple plays tonight, there are plays where my feet, kind of go dead. And I may, not be as accurate on that throw. And there's some certain things that, I know I need to keep working on. But, I think that we were able to get into a quick rhythm and get a couple completions and from there, it's just you're able to settle in and kind of let things happen.
Stefan Kreisnik, Cleveland.com.
What's it kind of like from your perspective having 2 running backs like Travion and Quinshon, and kind of take us through what their relationship is like, kind of from your eyes?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It's sometimes it's funny. I don't even know which one of them's out there on the field until I look to my right. I'm like, oh shoot, Q's out here. Oh, it's Trey. Whoever. They're so interchangeable. It's unbelievable. And the coolest thing about those two is that there's zero ego, anything. Those two are probably each other. They're very tight, and I know that they get along super well. Those two just kind of embody what this culture is about, and how they work together. They don't care who gets all the the rushes or who scores a touchdown or who obviously tonight they both did a great job. And our O-line, O-line played outstanding today. I thought they stepped up and really, really played well and moved those guys off the line. But it's cool, man. When you got 2 running backs like that, they're pretty interchangeable and have a really good relationship. And are as talented as those 2 are. They're both freaks. It's pretty fun.
2 more questions. Bill Rabinowitz, Columbus Dispatch.
Question. Obviously, last week he played fine, but not like the breakout he had tonight. What stands out the most to you about his talent and maybe just the way? You both are obviously first-year players here. About his adjustment here.
Yeah, I think me and Q. We same could be said about Seth and Will Kazmarek, and Caleb came in a little later, but that was kind of the group that I came in with. It was Q, it was Will Kazmarek, it was Seth. Those were kind of the guys that were initially there when we first got there. So we definitely bonded pretty quickly, and the 2 of us, I think we get along really, really well. I love Q. He's my guy, man, and I think he settled in too this week. He finally kind of was like, all right, I'm comfortable and did his thing, and I think you guys saw some of the elusiveness that he has and the ability to break tackles. I think the thing that makes him and Trey both so dangerous is that they're not only fast and quick, but they're strong, man. And they're going to not run over guys. They're going to, run around them, run through them. Like they both are super like multifaceted. And I think you were able to see that tonight. They both had a very good game.
And final questions, Tim May, Letterman Row.
Following up a little bit on that with Quinshon, when he plants his foot and goes, I mean, what's it like to watch that at field level? If you follow my drift,
Yeah, it's fun. It's like watching a highlight tape like on the field. It's pretty cool. Like, when I saw Jeremiah catch that ball and the safety fell down, I was like, he's gone. It's a touchdown. Like, there's no question. And then, when Q goes out there on that speed option, that should have been a touchdown, but I'm not going to talk about that. But, on that one, like he puts his foot in the ground, and I mean, there's no doubt in my mind those guys are going to score. Like the guys like that, man, they just find a way to score. And Q is so much like that. He's just he's gonna go out there and make some special plays.
Quickie, the deep one to Jeremiah, and then the one to Jelani. You know what I mean? Was that just a matter of trying to be too fine? From your vantage point?
Yeah, I think
know what I'm
just
saying?
trying to place it. Yeah, just not just letting it rip. I think sometimes that can be my problem a little bit if I'm just trying to be too perfect, and especially on deep balls. If I just let it. I think the one to Jelani, I think I was trying to layer the ball and put it over top and not get it over the linebackers. But I just got to know that the linebackers are up, and I can just put it on them. But I think overall, we played a good game. I'm very satisfied with how it went, but I think the overwhelming message is that there was still meat on the bone, and that we feel good about it, but there's still so much to improve on, and I'm excited to get into the film and look at what we did well, but most importantly what we didn't do well and what we can improve on.
Great. Will, thank you very much.
Thank you all. Go Bucks.
All right, folks, that'll be it for today. Press box closing soon. Somewhere between 12:30 and 1. We'll have a press conference on Tuesday at noon with Coach Day, but I'll put an advisory out tomorrow afternoon.
Are you expecting Tuesday?
Just Tuesday, yes. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm gonna try to find it. Didn't get the leads. They realized it.